Hello Gemini, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie and this is your September monthly reading. Today I'm going to pull a Celtic cross spread. We're going to close it off with an oracle card for the Gemini collective. Do keep in mind these are general readings, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. If you're interested in more context, check out your sun, moon, rising, and or north node placements. That will give you more information about what might be going on for the energies of September for you. And then if you're interested in a personal in-depth reading with me, one-on-one, I have links in the description below, along with links for donations and connecting on social media. Have a lot of fun over on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you can find me there as well. Now, I did have Blazer the Morkie with me on his little silk pillow here, but we've gotten to the time of day where people are coming and going, and he gets really excited and really loud and really crazy. So he has been shut out for now. Hopefully he'll make it to your next reading. I'm also in the attire of the Virgin Virgo, so I'm embodying that as good as I can for a woman of almost 50. And we are honoring our lovely Virgos and wishing them a very happy birthday. So they do share, you know, that Mercury ruling planet thing with you. So, you know, you can kind of help wish them a happy birthday. And you might want to look at where you have Virgo or sixth house energy in your chart, because it might give you some additional information about what to look at, especially for this month. So happy birthday, Virgo. Okay, Gemini. Wow. Whew, you're starting us off strong with the King of Wands. You're giving me a feeling that right now is a time of great leadership, of great vision, and great success for you. This is a Leo kind of energy. You might be piggybacking off of Leo season that we just got out of, and something is really lighting up for you. Now, at times people could find you maybe a little overwhelming or intimidating here with being this King of Wands energy, but I don't get the feeling that you care much about that. The challenge you have crossing you is the Eight of Matches. This is a very fast moving energy, so for you it may feel like this new leadership position you find yourself in is really challenging because it's coming really quickly. You may be getting your bearings still, or something just quickly hits you where you have to make a split-second decision and you're feeling a little bit of wavering energy or challenge about that. We'll do some clarifiers to find out. In your needed focus area, you have the Three of Swords, which is a bit of pain or heartbreak. So there's something going on in your energy field that wants a little bit of your attention. It is connected to your heart, and it's also the way you think and feel about someone or something that looks like it's calling for a little bit of healing here. In your past position, you're showing me the Three of Cups. This could be maybe a friendship ended. Maybe that's what's caused some pain here, or maybe you switched jobs and you really missed some of your old coworkers and now you have new coworkers or a new group to manage or something like that. There's community here, there's involvement, but this could be all about, you know, having to let go of seeing the same people that you're used to seeing every day, or some sort of friendship loss. Maybe you had a friend that lived close and they moved away, or something of that nature. That energy is affecting you currently as well. It's something you're bringing in from the past. In your future position, you have the Seven of Wands. This is you maybe doubling down for yourself, being more strong in your convictions, being able to be vulnerable, but also persevere through something that's hard. You may have, again, it feels like a lot is coming at you all at once. A lot of change coming at you all at once, and you're kind of at the center of it, the focus of it. In your place of power, in the place where you can feel the most embodied, is the Page of Cups. And this is about possibility, curiosity. This card has come up quite a bit in this round of readings for September. At times, you could feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just for the first time, getting into these different feelings that I haven't felt before, these different energies. You could feel like a bit of a novice in this, but I think the point here is to remain curious and be open to possibility and just lead from your heart, and that will not guide you astray. In your allies and support, you have the Chariot. For some of you, this could be a Cancerian friend or energy that you have around you, or loved one. But this is also the energy of nurturing determination, nurturing tenacity, nurturing your intuition and your willpower for moving forward in a strong and controlled way. So this is a lot of nurturing energy going on in the supportive energies for you right now. So you could have somebody that's really your cheerleader, cheering you on. Could be your partner, someone at home. Someone is really there for you and with a really nurturing energy, and it kind of keeps you fueled. It keeps you going. In your environment, you have the Hangman. You're having to look at things from a different perspective in the change that you have recently, or whatever energies have come at you very quickly that have this feeling of change to them. There may be a lot of letting go of certain things and picking up new things. There may be some energies of sacrifice here where you're having to sacrifice your time. You're making more money, but you're putting in more time. Or you may have to sacrifice the schedule that you liked and pick up a new schedule, different hours. Some of this is causing maybe a little bit of resistance, but we'll see when we clarify. And in your hopes and fears, you get the Knight of Wands. So like the energy of the King of Wands that you're encompassing right now, you're hoping that people still see like the fun side of you, that they see the youthful energy that you carry, that they see your passion, that they see that you will take action in the right direction, that you can be more than a boss, that maybe you can be a collaborator with people. So you're wanting to be seen in this light of, I hope they see that I will work with them and that I will lead on their behalf and that I will stand up for their rights or stand up for what they need. For some of you, it gives me the feeling of like a union kind of energy. I don't know that there's that many unions anymore, but it's that kind of energy, or a team that you want to protect and really take good care of. You know, you got my back, I got yours kind of energy. In the potential outcome, you get the Ten of Wands. And at times, you know, this can be an energy where it's important to delegate. It's important not to take all the burdens on yourself and all the stress on yourself. But it can also represent like shared accomplishment and a team coming together and working together in a really cool way. Gemini, wow. A lot of you, I feel like this has to do with a job or a passion of yours, and maybe you have a team behind you. You could be an entrepreneur and things are coming together nicely. It's coming fast. Maybe you've just had an uptick in your growth. But there is something about you being in the spotlight of leadership, and this not always being super comfortable for you. You're being seen, you're being watched, you're being looked at with a lot of eyes on you, it feels like. For the King of Wands, you get the Death card and the Hierophant. Wow, what is going on here? I'm getting kind of like Scorpio and Taurus energies, which are like opposites. You may be having a real struggle within yourself as to how you really want to lead, and maybe it has to do with the real leader that you are and the depth that you have. Sounds like it's raining outside. I didn't know it was going to rain today. So rain may be a symbol for some of you, or a cleansing. There's a depth to the kind of leader that you are, but there's also this authority that you have of like maybe you have to present yourself a certain way, and maybe that way does not truly reflect your true depth. You could be a spokesperson for something, or somebody has asked you to give a live talk or a lecture or something, and this could be kind of like pulling you a couple different ways. Like, how deep do I go? Who is my audience? It's that kind of energy that I'm feeling, because Scorpio and Taurus are kind of, you know, opposite energies. And I think sometimes how we have to present ourselves, it might feel a little dry to you, Gemini. Like, well, I got to give this talk, but I don't want to be boring. I want to be dynamic. I want to have depth. I want to cause transformation. So you could be practicing for public speaking or being on stage. Interesting, really interesting energies. Okay, the challenge of that Eight of Wands coming in and everything happening really fast. Maybe you have to learn your lines really quick if you're an actor or an actress. Like, the normal time you would have to kind of get into character, things are happening fast. Whew, you get the Fool and the Moon. Yeah, at times here, I feel like you may not be feeling fully prepared, or you may not be feeling like, you know, you're fully qualified. There's a little bit of an imposter syndrome kind of shadow aspect coming in here. You may feel like, oh, I'm just a beginner at this. I'm just new at this. But Gemini, remember, like, of all the signs, you're one of the best public speakers. You're one of the best orators. You do very well on stage. Your ability to, like, read people and read the audience is very, very strong. You're able to see multiple sides of things because of the dualistic nature of your sign. So I think some of these challenges are just doubts that you may have been, you know, like, I almost just feel like when you were like young or a teenager, like somebody said something to you, a put down, and it like stuck with you. And that's kind of creeping up to be cleared out, because here you are, you're in the limelight. You could also be a singer or a comedian here. But you've got some powerful energies behind you. So it's sometimes, you know, the greater the shine, the larger the shadow, I guess, right? The bigger the shadow, the more bright the light. I mean, that's kind of what I get here. But I can understand how you might be waffling in these energies here. Let's look at this Three of Swords in your needed focus. This is the bit of healing. I think you're healing up that, like, work and your passion and being a leader has to be hard. You had this, or have this belief still, that it's really hard work, and that it can't just be smooth sailing. That you won't be accepted or you won't grow unless you're showing that you're a hard worker. But Gemini, there's something about this situation in this month of September for you where you are healing up that belief that you have to work your fingers to the bone, that you have to burn out, that you have to, you know, like work and sacrifice these long hours. You know, no. You have all the skills. I think this is something you're learning here. You're learning, because I think you've done it. I think you've been through the hard work. Almost like for some of you, like we call it, like, you know, tough work too, where you've really like worked hard, like physically hard, like labor. But you also have these leadership qualities that are just very natural to you. So you may have been minimized earlier in life as to your true capabilities. And so you're not having like a super hard time. It's just a little bit of these energies just want to be healed up so that you can move forward with more confidence, in alignment with your natural energies. That's what it is. In your past, you get the Three of Cups. Remember, it's like a friendship. I said maybe somebody supportive of you moved away, or you've distanced yourself in a friendship, and it comes with the Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles. It looks like this was kind of meant to be. Like the timing, while it didn't feel great to you, it is right for you to move on from whatever this friendship was. It could have been a friendship that you leaned into that was a little more codependent than it needed to be, and you're freeing yourself from that, and you feel a sense of completion with that. So that is something you're bringing forward. Maybe you're seeing a similar dynamic in someone that you're working with, or they're triggering you a little bit, and they're reminding you of this past person that at one point was great. At one time it was a great person in your life or group of people, but then just things happen. Life took a different direction. People change. People outgrow one another. It's just a natural part of life, and I see you moving forward through that and realizing it was time to complete that. And now that someone similar might be coming in your energy field, you're a little like thrown off. And so you're kind of recalling some of those energies. But with it, you're recalling, hey, but it had a natural progression to it. And so will this new relationship or person that's triggering you. For the Seven of Wands, you get the Hermit and the Five of Wands. I actually, wow. I like this energy coming in with this Seven of Wands, because remember I said this is about you being vulnerable, standing in your conviction. I don't get the sense of like really defending yourself. I get the sense that at times you may take a moment, like, and being okay with asking for a moment to take a break from someone or some situation, or to say, you know, we will resolve this issue at tomorrow's meeting, or whatever you need to say, because sometimes you need this little moment of the hermit where you can go inside yourself where the answers are and pull out the answers and solve the puzzle. That's what I get. It's like you just need a minute. You just need a moment to pull back without everybody's energy coming at you at once, without all the voices. You pull back. Doesn't take you very long. You figure it out, and then you solve the puzzle, and you come back the next day or 2 hours later or after lunch or whatever it is with the answer, with the problem solved. So that's going to be maybe part of your experiences in this new situation. In your place of power and your place of embodiment, you have that Page of Cups. So this was being curious. Being open to loving yourself and your gifts, talents, and abilities, you get the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. That's a natural progression, okay? So this is new for you, fresh energy, and sometimes it's hard being a beginner. I have that problem. I have that problem anytime I experience anything technological. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to edit a video. I don't know how to do. And you know what? Every time I actually take the step forward to learn it, I do. And then I'm like, what was I so hesitant about? So you may have a little apprehension with fully embodying being a new boss, having this new role, a new beginner, but you're moving through it in a natural progression. The Two of Pentacles is where you kind of weigh out options. You kind of test the waters. You kind of might feel a little out of balance, but that is natural until you kind of get your bearings here. And this is all about you moving into a more stabilized energy, a more grounded energy. That's why we walk the path of the Pentacles. It's an earth energy, and it can be new. And at first we might feel a little off balance, like we're walking a little bit of a tightrope, but eventually we'll come together in the right collaborative energies, and we'll be able to move forward into the rest of the journey of the Pentacles. So it's kind of where you're at with your place of power. You're feeling a little shaky, but this is about accepting and embodying and welcoming in the possibility that, yes, being a beginner feels a little awkward at first, but is it possible that it's very beneficial for you, and you probably won't feel that way for very long? It's probably not, you know, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. That saying, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. For the Chariot that's in your allies and support, you get the High Priestess and the Four of Swords. This is that nurturing energy that I was speaking of, and I love that this comes into perspective with the High Priestess here, because these are nurturing, compassionate energies that are connected to your intuition and that are connected to your understanding of healing. You could be working with a counselor, or there may be an ally in this new situation that you found yourself in, this new leadership position. There is someone around you that it maybe has been where you are, and they could serve as a really valuable coach and mentor for you. I would say they are a very intuitive person, and they will nurture and help you grow, and you can trust them. You can trust their energy, and you will know who that is. In your environment, the Hanged Man, where this is where that feeling of like, well, I'm sacrificing this for that or one for the other, you get the Hanged Man again. Woo! Then you get the Two of Cups. You may have taken this opportunity to do better for yourself, but also for a partnership, your partner, your romantic partner. For some of you, this environment, this new environment that you're in, while you may feel a little out of sorts and a little upside down right now, there is the potential of partnership for you in this new situation, love, partnership coming together. So if you're single, you may meet somebody in this new environment, in this new experience. And what a cool way. That's why the vulnerability was coming up too in your future here, because this is about you being real and vulnerable. It's the kind of leader you really want to be. You just haven't had the chance to put it into full action yet. So it's coming about in this month. Let's look at this Knight of Wands in your hopes and fears. You got the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Interesting. Sometimes, maybe in the past, okay, I think I know what. Sorry, your energies hit really fast sometimes, and they just are like, pum, 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 pum. It's this, it's that. This is like a ping pong, ding, 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 coming at me. And I'm trying to, like, pick it up here. Okay, so you have this fear of that you're not going to make the right decision, that you're going to make a mistake. And that mistake is going to like affect your security. And I feel this might be connected to some childhood dismissal. Someone dismissed you, or they said a mean thing on the playground, or you were rejected as a teenager, or maybe you didn't get a job offer at some point that you really wanted. And you have this fear of like, if I don't make exactly the right decision every time, there's no forgiveness. But what you don't realize is that you're actually more aligned with relaxing into your decisions. The more you align and relax into your decisions and let the answer come to you. Remember that Hermit card that came up? That's inner wisdom, inner guidance. The more you relax into that and allow the answers to come to you, the better you will feel. And you are in this position to make decisions, to be a leader. This is leveling up your leadership, Gemini. So you can choose to be afraid of it, or you can trust that all the answers are going to come to you. And also that, yeah, you can make a mistake and fail and recover and get back up again. And it will be a lesson learned, right? It's okay to have lessons. In the potential outcome of the Ten of Wands, you get the Emperor and the Page of Cups. I see you honestly being recognized as a very strong and valuable individual in this situation, whatever this is. I'm seeing that people love you. People actually love you. It may take a minute to get to know everybody. It may take a minute to navigate some personalities and ins and outs, but I see you being loved. And it being a bit of a production, like you're getting recognized, like theater. Like for some of you, you may be in theater. Like I said, an actor, an actress, you're being recognized with some sort of award. And people see you as way more stable than you see yourself, which is interesting. People see you as more accomplished than you see yourself. So your goal here, as you're leveling up in leadership, is to accept that you are this leader. This is you. And it's okay to have the fears and doubts. There's nothing here that tells me you can't work through those things. What a powerful, potent month for you, Gemini. We're going to pull you an oracle card from the Angel Dreams Oracle. Now, with angels, there's not too many angel characters in here, but we have symbols, colors, signs, animals. Oh my gosh, am I going to lose power? There is like this storm all of a sudden. It's charging the energy for this reading. So the way I perceive and work with angels is that the angelic messages are the energies that are inside of us that we are supposed to bring out in the world. Not that we're waiting for Archangel this or Archangel that. We have the energies of these characters, whomever the archetypes are. And it's how we bring them out and shine them into the world. Ooh, Gemini, you got kitchen creation, and this is a beautiful angel dream message because it's very practical. And I see you wanting to ground yourself in this new experience you're having with your leadership opportunity here. That showed up very powerful in your reading. And if you're looking at it from the perspective of, I have this kitchen, and I get to design the recipe. The recipe for leadership and success is designed by me. I get to create it. I get to put all the ingredients in, and this is an adventure. And I think if you can view it like that, this opportunity, you're already seen as the master chef of this experience here, Gemini. So it's all about you settling into the enjoyment of it and really having a good time with it. So I love that. It could also be you're going to be eating really well, and the better you eat, the more success you will have. The better leader you will be. Stay hydrated and stay well fed and stay healthy. Gemini, what a cool reading. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.